Are your Go High Level website buttons looking like this, big, old, and outdated? Well, they're killing your designs and probably your conversions as well. So, let's fix them. The first thing we can do in order to improve our buttons is to just make some small adjustments to the colors. For example, let's make this white and let's change the text color to black, and also on the advanced tab let's add some borders. Let's say full border, black, and also a 15 pixel radius. And as you can see, the button already looks much better than this default one right here. We can also try some inverted colors, for example this one, and white for text and also white for border. And now it looks like this. Again, a very cool button compared to this one down here. And if we want to match the button to the rest of the website, we can also try to make use of the border from the menu. So let's try to do that. Advanced tab, go here, set the border radius, the border width to 1 pixel, and then let's try to click on this color. It's a dark gray, and as you can see, it already looks much nicer compared to this button, and it looks integrated into the website. We can also try to play around more with the border radius, and also let's try to have the same font as this one. This, I believe, is Sora. And obviously we need to make the font a little bit smaller, so let's say 14 pixels. And as you can see, now it looks as if it is integrated into the website. Much better than this green big and outdated button down here. Now let's try to make it really pop up and add some custom effects for some animations. In order to do that, we have to click on custom CSS, make some space here, and let's create a class called button. Inside here, we're gonna add a property called transition, and let's say 1 second. This will be the duration for our animation. Let's also try to change the name button effect, let's say, because we don't want to override any default classes from Go High Level. Next, let's copy this class and add the hover action here, and let's say transform scale 1.2. This way, whenever we hover our button, it will become bigger. Let's click save and let's go into our button, advanced tab, and here on custom class, let's add our button effect. Now, if we hover over our button, as you can see, it becomes bigger, which is really nice. Now, as you can see, the logo on the website has a cool animation when it goes up and off the screen when we scroll down, and comes right down when we scroll upwards. So let me copy the exact class that this logo has and add it to our button. As you can see, now our menu is fully finished with a really cool button here, much better than this default Go High Level button. Now let me go into my Notion, scroll down to cool hover effects, and let me copy this cool button bottom fill effect on hover effect. As you can see, this is a cool effect that we can use in our website. So let me copy the code from here, and I'll show you in just a second how it looks on our website. Now that I've added the effect from my Notion doc, this is how it looks when we hover over our button. As you can see, we have that scale animation when we hover, so it zooms in a bit when we go over with the mouse, and it also fills from the button with a purple background color. Besides that, it also disappears when we scroll down. So this is how you create amazing looking Go High Level website buttons that for sure will increase your conversions on the website. And inside my Notion doc, which by the way you can get from the first link in the description, I added a tutorial which includes 31 button CSS effects, both for hover and when you click the button. And also, if you want to see exactly how I've built this website step by step, click on this video.